Hey everybody, I'm Lzzy.
And I'm RJ from Halestorm.
And you're watching AMBY.
A music blog, yeah.
Or
apples, mangoes, bananas, and yams. Produce. Or a mountable belly yacker.
Yes. Thank you.
Yes!
Hey everyone, it's Lita from AMBY, and I would like to welcome you to our interview with Halestorm.
Hi.
Hi, Alicia.
Hello, how are you both doing?
I'm doing fantastic. Thank you for taking the time.
Thank you for taking the time. I'm very excited about this.
I'm glad.
So you're now in Toronto for a show at the Phoenix. How have these last few gigs been treating you?
Oh, it's awesome. We're kind of winding down we're finishing out the record cycle, and what a way to go out. We're having some of the most fun, amazing shows that we've had in a long time, so.
I agree.
Yeah.
I know for some of your past RVs, you had Bouncing Betty and Storm and Norman
Oh,
as
yes.
bus names. So for this current bus that you're touring on, I saw it on my way in. What is the name?
We haven't named it yet. Have you named it?
We've been through too many buses.
We're going to say,
Honestly, all year we've had the same bus. It's been like this ugly white, black, and gold kind of swirl. We called it Snickers because it looks kind of like caramel swirl. This
one's just matte black, so it's kind of highly.
No, it's more like a machine gun metal kind of.
Yeah.
So I'd call it Machine Gun Kelly.
Okay.
Maybe. Machine Gun Kelly, the bus.
The bus, yeah.
bus edition.
We're not actually riding on Machine Gun Kelly.
Hello, well,
No.
speak for yourself,
Hey.
love. Hope you're watching.
For this tour, you have some absolutely incredible people along with you, like Lita from The Runaways, such a legend. So what's it been like touring with her?
Oh, it's been awesome because we have kind of a couple different walks of life because we have Dorothy who's opening up and her entire band are super new and everything's kind of beginning for them and then there's us who kind of smack dab in the middle of everything, and then you have Lita who literally has been touring since she was a teenager. So it's really neat to just see how everybody approaches the rock show and takes over the stage.
Yeah. And her drummer's Bobby Rock too, so that's pretty cool. He used to play in Nelson and Vinnie Vincent. He's played with a lot of bands in the 80s, so he's another heavyweight drummer. So.
Yeah, I remember you used to watch all of his videos, his VHS videos.
Yeah. So Bobby
We're going to date
Rock-
ourselves here.
Bobby Rock was one of the first rock drummers in the 80s to put out instructional videos. So growing up, my parents got me his VHS video. This is I was maybe 8 years old or something like that. So I used to watch him and learn and study his instructional videos, and now I'm on tour with him. So
it would be on all the time, and so I knew who the guy was. But so when we first started touring with Lita and her band, I met Bobby Rock in catering, and I'm like, I know we've toured together or done something. I know you. How do I know you? Then RJ Storms, he's like, do you know who that guy is? I'm like, oh, that's how I know him from you playing those DVDs over and over again when you were a kid.
Yeah, in the drumming world, the drumming community, he's a legend.
Yeah.
So it's pretty awesome. Yeah.
I love when things come full circle.
I
Like
know.
that. It must
You
feel so
know?
gratifying too, like a little 8-year-old dream coming true.
Yeah, it's so cool. Yeah.
Freaking adorable.
Well, on the music front, Into the Wildlife came out last year, and you also have some really cool deluxe or bonus editions. My favorite being Drunk Pretty, which
Oh,
is the
thanks.
Japanese bonus track. You have to tell me the origin of that song.
That was literally written. That was literally written
That
in.
was coming down to the wire at the very end of the process.
Yeah, we wrote that in 5 minutes because the only thing was okay, we need something else, one more bonus track. So we're I'm literally going through my notes. I'm I got this weird title, Drunk Pretty. I don't really know what it means, but let's just do something. So it's we started jamming, and then we put the track down, and then I made up a bunch of words for it. Here you go. And everyone's like, I love it. Let's put it out. Sweet. So in hindsight, I probably should have thought that one through, but I didn't. Yeah. I'm glad you like it.
Yeah, well, with all of the relentless touring you have been doing, how have you found time to get into the studio? Because I saw you were in there the other day.
We do it in between, whenever we have time off, and so it's really not time off isn't really time off. It's just a different way that we can do music. But that's the way we always are. We get super antsy, and we're gonna end up doing some small things again when we get off tour here, and then we have a little bit of time, and then writing for the next record and do it all over again.
How's the new stuff coming along? Have you actually started writing stuff? Or
Yeah.
is it more so in the demo stages?
It's in the demo stages, but
Okay.
like it's all kind of starting to gel together because really initially what happens is that, all right, everyone just like write for the sake of writing, don't even think about like anything thematic, just go. And now it's starting to all kind of
Take form.
Yeah.
On our last tour, we had one of our friends, Scott Stevens, come out with us, and who's an amazing writer. He used to sing in the Exies, back in like the early 2000s, and amazing writer. We wrote "Miss the Misery" with him. We wrote a lot of songs with him, and so it was cool having him on the road with us while we were kind of all frantically demoing and writing separately, and he kind of helped bring us all together, in the writing process. So I think we kind of have we kind of see the light at the end of the tunnel,
Well, with the holidays quickly approaching, do you plan on taking any time off? Because you are a touring band. Anytime I see something posted, you're like, we're on the road. I've never seen you
Right.
take a break.
Right.
So do you plan on it?
We're planning on taking some time for the holidays, and I like obviously for our families, because what we don't always realize, see, time goes by so fast. For us, everything's very fast paced, and then all of a sudden, like, we'll get a call from mom, like, I haven't talked to you in like months, and I'm like, but mom, we were just talking. Oh wait, no, it actually really has been
was
months, but it
months.
goes so slow for our family.
perception of time is a bit, hazy.
Askew. But so yeah, we're making sure everybody like just go home, see your significant other, go see your grandmother, something, because once we drop the next record, it's just gonna be even nuttier. So yeah.
Well, family obviously means so much to you. You tour together. Your mom used to be your TM. Dad used to drive you around. You call your crew your family.
Yes.
Going way back. But you call your crew your family as well. So do you have any family traditions when it comes to the holidays?
We used to have all these little traditions, like when we were kids. Like my parents used to always. This is when we still don't. Kids, close your ears. When we still believed in Santa Claus, and there was we'd leave out the cookies and milk. We'd always leave out carrots for the reindeer, and then my parents and still sometimes. Mom will break these out, but
she'll never give it up.
Yeah, she'll never give it up. But we have these two mailboxes, these tiny little mailboxes that you would open on Christmas morning, and inside would be a note from Santa Claus on the wrapping paper that is your present. So like we each would have different wrapping papers, and we'd have to open it up, and it would be all like, "Oh, that's crazy! We got a note from Santa Claus, and here's
And now we're like
it's
in
so
our
cheesy,
30s,
but
and our mom is
mom
still
still
doing
breaks
this.
it out. She
Anytime
still
we go
breaks
to
it out.
Christmas for right.
Yeah,
That's so
here's
funny.
here's your note from Santa Claus. I'm like, Mom.
Aw. I love when traditions like that carry on. Because when I was
yeah.
younger, my dad or my parents would say, "Oh, Santa loves having Coke with his cookies instead of milk." And then I finally put two and two together, like, my dad
likes that.
that. And still we do stuff like that.
My dad's like, "Oh, Santa loves beer, I'll tell you. Leave him a six-pack." Sure thing, Dad.
With all the shows you play, I feel like a lot of fans sometimes forget that musicians love music. They love live music.
Oh, yeah.
So what were some of the last shows that you went to as a fan?
I went to the Cheap Trick, Joan Jett, and Hart show when they came through, and that was incredible. That was just like life goals because everybody sounded great. Everyone plugged in, they played. There was no tracks. It was just like that classic rock, thing.
Trying to think, a lot of times we only see shows if we're on tour with the bands or we're in town with bands that we know, but the last show that I actually spent money and traveled to go see a band was to see my wife and I my wife is like a massive Mumford & Sons fan.
Okay.
And I'm personally like a big fan of Marcus Mumford as a songwriter and as a singer, so we went and saw Mumford & Sons in San Francisco, and I was kind of skeptical. I mean, I always appreciated his writing, but I was like, I don't want to publicly announce that I'm a massive Mumford & Sons fan. Like,
Oh, you
that's kind of
totally
dumb.
are.
And I watched the show, and I was like, whoa.
Yeah.
Like, they really blew me away. I was like, oh, it was
Now you're
it
proud
was
to
a-
announce it.
It was really cool. I did it for her, but in the end, it was I was really blown away. I loved it. It was awesome.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Let's wrap everything up. I want to end things on the fans with you two. Is there anything you
cool.
want to say to all of them who will be viewing?
You
Oh.
too.
Yeah. You too?
Yeah,
Where?
big
I'm
fan.
kidding.
Yeah.
Big fan. Yeah. No, just a huge thank you so much because we've literally been we've been touring forever, and every time we come through these areas, you guys always show up. Doesn't matter what day it is or what venue. So just seriously, you're enabling us to do what we love tonight. So thank you.
It's amazing getting to come up here, into Canada, a place that we don't normally get to come to that much, and see that many people coming to the show. So, you can tell that rock and roll's alive and well up here. It's cool.
Thank you for holding the flag.
Well, I just want to say congrats on everything, and thank you so much
you.
for chatting today.
Oh,
Thank
no,
you.
you're freaking delightful. Thank you so much.
It is my pleasure.
Can we say the sign-off line?
Go for it.
Bye, Alicia.
Thank you very
You
much.
ever get that?
No, never. That was the
All
first
right.
time. Good
First
job.
time.
High five.
Thank you. All right.
We will see you next time.